Hello there, welcome back to EU4. Last time I declared war on Austria, and this time we will be continuing said war by, well, fighting Austria. The goal will be to beat them for the first time, and it's actually a very opportune moment, because currently the war with Brandenburg, Bohemia, Lithuania and Flanders too, which should put us in, if not the best, a very strong position to beat them, which is what we will be going after here. We gained some cores now for the provinces that we took in Russia, which is good. But all in all, we should be in a very good position to beat them. We had basically the biggest, fight that I've been in for a while, at least, in terms of EU4. We had 100,000 versus 50,000. 100,000 on our side versus 50,000 on... Yes, we will forbid these actions. I guess we'll support, because base tax isn't really that important, to be perfectly honest. At least not now. But anyways, Austria now has 55,000 men. 24,000 of those are mercenaries, which is hilarious. But anyways, what I was going to talk about was the fact that the biggest fight last time happened, and that was a very big one. Where is it on the ledger? 144,000 on our side versus 57,000 on their side. So basically we outnumbered them pretty severely, to be perfectly honest. Again, this will be handed over to Genoa, because I do want to grow Genoa. I'll probably give them this strip of land, just so I can feed them, well, the Pope's land. And we'll most likely betray Milan soon enough. To be perfectly honest, they are very, very nice to have, and their allies are actually scary, so I will actually keep them around for a while. They're really, really powerful. But with that said, I think we will be able to beat Austria here in a big fashion. Are you actually going to... No, you're going to Tyrol. You're not going to challenge me in this one. But yeah, if I take Tyrol and Südtirol, I could most likely take the Western Austria with these, putting them in a very, very awkward situation. But we'll have to see how we want to handle that in the long run. Taking Südtirol will definitely be a big goal. And of course, getting it done with Ferrara and Lucca in general will also be very good. But we will just have to see what happens. How did that go? Did I get 57? Oh, 55 development? Yeah, I actually got a point development. That's actually very interesting. In theory now, I could just add another point to Vizcaya. It's in here somewhere, don't worry. For cheaper, and that could potentially work too. That's actually very interesting. But are you guys actually going to attack me in Graubünden? No, you're actually going back, just getting some... Oh, Poland. Don't hand out free war score like that. Now you have to walk home. Oh, you're actually walking through my capital, by the looks of it. But anyways, again, as long as I take Südtirol and Tyrol, we should be able to block off the Austrians' path through their own land, which would be hilarious. And of course, it will also bring some war exhaustion on them, which will be even more hilarious. But right now, my allies are sacrificing basically everything they own to to deal with this Brunswick Austrian army. And to be perfectly fair, I love that. Austria is already almost back to war exhaustion, where Brunswick and Lucca basically slowly but surely being broken here. So in terms of war, I have most likely already won. It's just sit back and siege the fortress that I want. I'll probably have to siege Leica, sadly enough. So I think this war will most likely just be me taking Leica and potentially forcing Austria to leave some smaller countries, potentially. I'll have to see. It's basically just the goal here is to break them as much as possible in a, well, let's see, kind of serious but not too serious way, I guess you could say. Hills is definitely defensive terrain. So I'll move this army here with the general into Tyrol just to start the siege. But yeah, we have our bigger armies here running around causing havoc. Austria's army is basically dead. As you can see, it's dead in the water. So we'll start the sieging here of the fortresses. If I take the fortresses, we're done. They have 3,000 men left. They are over and out. Boom. Austria's been beaten. Simple as that. Mostly due to my allies, though they've been the they've been the ones who've been doing the wiping of the troops. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with how this has gone. And I'll probably, as I said, end up taking most likely one of the provinces closest to the Polish border that they do not have claim to. I should probably stay away from the Polish border though, on second thought. I might go for taking Oldenburg and and a little bit of land here just to create a kind of big Croatia and a little bit of Hungary. I might actually go for cutting their country in two if I can afford it. If I can afford it in Warsaw, I might just go ahead and cut their country in two, because that will put me in a very, very strong position for future warfare. Seriously, if I cut them in two and drive their revolt risk through the roof, the Hungarians might actually break free here. But it's an accepted culture, so it's very, very unlikely. But it will definitely be helpful in the future. It will be a liner that the Austrians will have to worry about, and that will of course be helpful. But yeah, for the time being, we'll just siege, and we'll see how this turns out. It should be a very straightforward and simple victory from here on out. So far, everything is going against our War 1 here. They have 8,000 men currently. Their war exhaustion is at 4.42. And the more we siege it, the more that's just going to keep on going up. So again, the war will keep on going for a little while. I have a Genoan force here already sieging Pest, which should put us in a very good position to get what we want here. Leica just fell, which is also very likely to give us what we want here. And as long as I just keep on sieging the smaller areas here, it should definitely put me in a very, very demanding situation in terms of getting what I want here. So I'm just going to siege Ostmark, and then I'm going to start moving my forces home, because I basically sacrificed as much as I need. I've gotten what I'm after. Albeit the war exhaustion is perhaps far higher than I would accept, but even so it should be fine. Marble having internal problems is not a problem for me at all. So yeah, we don't have anything to concern ourselves with here. We have beaten Austria, and we have beaten them pretty severely. Of course, thanks to the help of my allies. But the secondary reason here why I want to keep this war going, if you will, is very straightforward. Austria is still at war with as you can see, Brandenburg. Brandenburg can beat them. They're the attacker, for crying out loud. As you can see, Württemberg is also going to war. So with all of this, what we should be doing here is actually being aggressive with them and just destroying their country completely. Because as long as we do that, the other wars will more or less result in even more devastation for the Austrians here. And of course, I am perfectly happy with that. Why wouldn't I be? If Austria falls apart, that is wonderful news for me. I do definitely want to create, as I said here, Croatia, Hungary, but it's perfectly fine, to be perfectly honest. I should still be in a good way, even if I create both of them. Diplomatic power isn't that important to me anymore. I'm already completed the exploration ideas. I will get in two admin tags, I will be getting another idea set, which will most likely be admin ideas, basically for the coring costs. But we will take admin tag 17 here, the university. I can now build a university, which gives -22 development costs in a province, which is actually something I should probably build here. We should go ahead and build a university in Paris. As you can see over now, it's 253. It's mostly due to the development, so we're going to see how much better that would be afterwards. It should be 200, so I would expect it to be around that. Let's see here. We have Muscovite guys here that want independence, which shouldn't be a problem. Once we end this war, we could also go ahead and just stay peaceful for a little while, because there's nothing else I would like after that. But yes, in terms of this war, we'll have to see what we do. Poland is keeping some land here, so that's actually land that they want, so I'll not be too aggressive and take that. But I will be trying to take, as I said, at least most likely Pressburg and this fortress here, as soon as this one has been sieged. Once Belawahi has been sieged, we'll probably make peace, and we'll see what we end up with. Until then, I'll just go ahead and wait. There we go, the siege has been completed, and with this we can go ahead and make peace. Sadly enough, Austria hasn't actually been brought to too extreme of war exhaustion. That'll probably be fine, all things considered, but the entire army has been decimated. I have no idea if they actually have taken in loans. There's probably one place in ledger here we can actually check that. Countries, inflation probably, economy, inflation. Austria's inflation is what now? It's actually 0.5%, so not the greatest. Yeah, Austria's inflation is a tiny bit under 1%. So I haven't taken too many loans either, which is not a good thing, but not too much we can do about that. You do not have a core in this province. Oh, I do not have a siege. The Austrian forces did actually reopen that siege. Well, it doesn't matter, we'll walk on it anyways, and to be perfectly honest, as I said here, I will take this belt just to block them off. That's basically the reason why I'll be doing this, just to block Austria off, more so than anything else, and just because you are so rude that you actually went on the aggressive against us here again, we're going to destroy this tiny little army and make sure that Austria will have to pay more should they want to, well, wage war against me in the future. Of course, we also will have to fabricate claims on England again. As you can see, our claims are running out. But before the end of this episode, we're going to just go ahead and make the peace deals. No, we're actually going to do that first thing next time, because I'm out of time. Sorry, I have to get all these episodes done in a very limited amount of time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully there will be episodes until the end of July. I can't guarantee I will be back in August. Probably a week or two, worst case scenario, but we'll see. I'll see you next time. Bye.